Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Washington football team. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete.
1st down, Washington. Haskins finding McLaurin.
14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's got the 1st down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Haskins to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing again, here's Haskins. This is brought in by Gibson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 1st down, here's Love. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
A gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a 1st quarter lead. Point after here coming up. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Cowboys 0. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And some room to maneuver. Past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. Yeah, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 42-7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott. Looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Ball carrier
Neville Gallimore on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? They go play action now. Haskins going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Going to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. The give is to Elliott. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
number 21.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll hand it off. It's Love. Past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Haskins. He'll layer this one out deep for Sims. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second and 20. Operating from the gun, Haskins. He'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Back to number 17.
Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes this Washington 14. Cowboys 7. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
I can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
He's tackled at the...
Gerard Payne's one of a good number of young defensive tackles in the game. Made a nice stop there, now in his 3rd year out of Alabama.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Matthew Ioannidis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
44-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
9-yard gain on the
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From midfield now, Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
And the big fella stumped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Haskins. He'll layer this one out deep for Sims. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick.
Haskins' pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Final play of the half. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Muscles him off. A second nice move. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Washington ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
26-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Callaway, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, right back when we started at halftime. Oh, look at this, big game, a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. These guys tied on the corner. It's complete. And we're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play.
Back at the 28-yard line.
on 2nd and 14. Prescott will find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Prescott on first down. His throw incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Foster picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And 10 at the 8-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Haskins. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Washington.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. From the gun, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, an 80-yard touchdown. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. McCann's got it teed up.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Here's Prescott. That is incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. It didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Cowboys 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. First down, Prescott. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committees, some other places, are talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To the air again, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. And again, it's Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes this Washington 35. Cowboys 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And what do they they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Haskins will throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Oh, boy. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And, you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes this Washington 35. Cowboys 28.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
First down.
Now Haskins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout.
First down.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively.
29-yard line.
So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
First down, Washington.
They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And down he decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A loss of a yard.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.